streamy people.
Hello, everybody.
It's been a year.
Another one of my friends, Nina, she had a laminating machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she loved to laminate everything. She didn't know why. She just liked if it could be laminated, my God, she was gonna do it.
I mean, laminating character sheets would be,
Yeah, that's exactly what she did. She laminated character sheets.
And then you just get a dry erase board.
And then she started laminating handouts. And then laminating maps. And laminating.
Then she tried to laminate a dog, and we said this has to stop, Mary.
Yeah, we were like, Nina, this is too much. You can't do that. She's like, I'm gonna laminate them.
Just maniacally laughing.
No, you need to contain.
I was gonna say she clearly then went to the next step of laminating the players.
Yes.
She's mad. She's mad with power.
They're all just like Han Solo with carbonite pose, just like.
They must all be dry erase and stain resistant.
We can play forever now. Don't you understand?
It was really great because my friend Ted was just like, should I tell her about how you can Scotch guard things? I'm like, we shouldn't tell her shit. Don't tell her a damn thing. I'm like, I don't want to go ahead and sit on her chair and just go whoop, just right off of it because she Scotch guarded the thing.
Oh, geez, Milla. Well, thank you for resubbing for 16 months as well.
Preservation. No staining.
Well, I will say, I had a great New Year. I also did not expect to get drunken under the table by Miss Tweetums. I'm going to let more people know about that as I stream throughout this week.
Oh, she's like iron. I love her.
Oh, yeah, no, she just popped into, because we had a little New Year's Eve party after Saved by the Spell last weekend. And she popped in because Tart mentioned on Twitter that he was already 4 shots deep. Tweet said Bet jumped in the call and then did 4 straight shots of rum while after already drinking earlier in the evening. And I'm just sitting here with beer like, yeesh, I'm surprised that everyone's trying to outdrink me in a call for once. Usually that's how you die.
I don't know, I think I went toe-to-toe with you for a little while.
I mean, true. But also, we only got to hang out when I was basically just outside of rehab, so...
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
Yes, now I can comfortably just sit here with my beer and be like, I know my limit now, and I'm not surpassing it. I have foregone Ultra Instinct drinking.
Well, that's exactly the thing. You need to know your wall when it comes to it. Just like I'm comfortable with the fact that I do not know any mixed drinks other than the Old Fashioned and the Manhattan, and that's it.
Really, you only need to know 2 mixed drinks.
I didn't know what a mimosa was. And then Chair was like, it's 2 things. I don't need to do it for you. You can do it. It's literally orange juice and champagne.
A good third one to know is a Moscato.
Well, I thought it was that one fancy drink of a fucking with a fucking mint leaf in it. Mojito?
Yeah,
Mojito.
Oh, I love mojitos. They're delicious.
I've never had one.
Oh, they're so good.
Uh,
Well, actually, it depends on who makes it. I've had bad mojitos and I've had good mojitos.
Yeah.
Cosmo one time. But no, then there's the other one I know that you serve in a silver glass like a king. It's a mint julep, I think it's what it's called.
Yes.
I do like my juleps.
Yeah, I will only remember mint julep for 2 things. One, because growing up, I loved the movie Thank You for Smoking. Yes, I know the irony.
And, yeah, I love that movie too.
And also because I have a friend who is obsessed with Dark Souls, and so he refuses to call the starting area anything but mint julep. Just like, yep, we're going back to mint julep.
My friend always called it We're back to
All right, Milla. Well, we're all here, so we're ready whenever you are.
Why is it called there's sun here? I don't trust it.
I don't know, that blind bitch is eyeing me.
Alright. well, something a little different when it comes to introductions, considering the time that I spent today. But I shall do my best to fly off the cuff, as it were.
Do your
So,
due diligence.
I appreciate your vote of confidence. And with that, welcome one and all to session 54 of Chult of Personality. When last we left the expeditionaries, Tyrant Bane the Minotaur Paladin, Enoch the Human Warlock, Rue the Human Druid Monk, Elise the Wood of Furniture Fighter, Zeto the Half-Elf Sorcerer, and Dan the Half-Elf Witch. Our party was locked in deadly combat with the coven of hags known as the Sown Sisters, who were placed in charge of taking care of whatever was down past the Skeleton Gate. In an effort to protect the cradle, they had assaulted our heroes with a myriad of spells and abilities, but our current heroes were all the more wiser in the fact that they had slung multiple counter spells and effectively shut down the hags, as well as assaulted them with lightning bolts and walls of fire. One by one, as the hags fell, it was but a step closer for Dan for attaining his sweet vengeance as Peggy Deadbells, the hag that had caused him so much trauma and resulted in the death of his mentor, Granny Joe, was finally the last and the one to fall. And as the dust settled, and our heroes went to insert the skeleton keys into the skeleton gate, it rose with a resounding grind, revealing a staircase that descended 20 feet below. As Enoch went to investigate it, he discovered that there was a massive chamber, which in fact did contain the Soulmonger, as well as a humongous creature seemingly attached to it, like by some sort of umbilical cord. Choosing in their weakened state to not engage this creature directly yet, our party has instead opted to obtain a long rest and to explore the floor above, just to see if there's anything missing before they intend to destroy the Soulmonger once and for all. So, what does lie beyond the Mechanist chain in that crawl space? And how will our heroes tackle whatever is feeding off of the Soulmonger? Let's find out in tonight's episode of Chult of Personality.
I tell you, I really don't like that place is called the Cradle.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
I just like the fact that just Rue, Enoch, and Tyrant Bane are just stone-faced staring at Tyrant Bane's like, you want to come back later? Yeah, let's come back.
It's just
I'm on a divine quest. I'm on a divine quest to end the Black Day, and even I think the floating baby's a little much. Okay, like.
True, and unlike all of us, which Milla might have shown, Chad has not seen the official art of what that thing looks like, which we will hopefully save for when we get back in there. But let's just say, he's not pretty.
No,
Not at all.
a face not even a mother could love.
I'm pretty sure no mother was involved in that.
And no
Oh,
mothers were
100%.
involved in the creation of this abomination.
Nope, just a Sirac.
I will point out, because I had to talk to Mill about this above game last session, as we're exiting that room and going back up, Enoch will notice something that's not magical, but his metal bits are pulling him to, and he will pull a strange, what looks to be holy symbol from one of the Sown Sisters, and just tuck it in his pocket.
Yes.
That might be useful later. But yeah, let's check out this stuff over here.
All right. So, how does everybody wish to traverse the chain in order to get to the balcony? Again, based on the level for where it's at here, the balcony that is across is 15 feet up.
Oh,
Hello and welcome to Dan's taxi service. I can transport one person at a time over to the other side.
also to make sure that nothing bad happens, Enoch's just gonna go, I'll see you over there, Misty Step.
All right.
I'm just gonna hold up my arms and look at Dan.
I'm
ready.
Tyrant Bane here.
Tyrant Bane uppies.
Zeno's gonna cast on Rue and Tyrant Bane Fly.
Ah, sweet.
Oh, yeah, this again. All right.
Roll for wild magic there, Zeno. No search detected.
Nothing happens.
He looks back at Rue and goes, "I'm gonna do it this time," and he just jumps, just arms to the sky, and he just drifts off slowly, like an inch. Yep, we're doing it.
You got this, big guy. You got this.
We're doing it.
Yep, silent thumbs up.
Just imagine him just like doing the cool step walk like SpongeBob did, just like. I am never gonna get this down. Okay, this is working. Yes.
Also, to save transit time, Talad will also Misty Step.
Yep. Figured you'd ask that. At least you hear Pupazad's voice in your head. I think it would be a great test in order to traverse the chains.
Would it be athletics to try to, like...
Yep,
Or
athletics chains in order to leap up the chains.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration for that.
Okay.
There we go, 26.
26. Yeah, you mirthfully leap onto the forward chain as it goes to raise up, and you manage to very gracefully leap over and swing to the other chain, and you land on the other side. So, while Elise is doing that, Dan, I assume by your positioning you wish to send Yuki in first?
Figured she could scout for us if everyone's cool with that.
I'm at it.
I like to imagine he flew across with Yuki on his lap, Play No Face on his shoulder, just gently put her down.
Oh, that's right. I have a horrible abomination made from a dead monkey and a unicycle on my back.
It's more like a stuffed monkey.
Yeah,
Anything's
plus-
possible when you combine a dead monkey and a unicycle.
And hey, there's also a child in there somewhere.
Where? You decide, chat.
Yeah.
By the way, you might want to get Dave and bring him over.
Yeah, Dave
yes.
is my next, cross, I guess.
I can't believe I'm in 2 campaigns where you forget about a Dave.
Really?
Yeah, there's also a Dave we forget about
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's right. You're constantly forgetting about Dave.
It's so fucking funny.
All right.
Oops, ignore that.
Whoa. There's a really large sphere thing in here. There's lots of rings in it. You wanna see?
Sure, I'll take a quick look, and I'll go into Yuki's vision real quick.
All right.
All
and,
good vision.
and as you perceive through Yuki's eyes, let me just flip over to the page and describe what you see. This chamber contains a bronze apparatus centered on a hinged arm. Slowly rotating within the arm is a 10-foot diameter globe decorated by a topographic map of landforms and oceans. Concentric rings of brass constrain the device, all rotating and bearing their own lesser spheres. One of those spheres has sharp points that appears sunlight. Carvings of tall, headless humanoids decorate the walls of the room.
We'll describe that in detail to everyone as he's looking at it.
Yuki kind of takes a step forward, and as she does that, you see the apparatus suddenly swings around. Its rings rotating out of the way as the surface of the globe peels back to reveal a dark, hollow interior. Inside this cavity is a padded bronze chair with levers built into its armrests. Huh? Oh. Hey, what happened? Why is it doing that? Why? What?
This is either a trap, some sort of device used for some purposes that's unclear, or all the above.
It tends to be all of the above.
Well, we might as well go in and figure it out. Enoch sighs. Gets to about...
I'll be right.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I'll be right behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll get here and then immediately do the thing he does so well.
Eldritch Sight. And as you cast Eldritch Sight, you get... Da, 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 da. It's weird. You get a couple of different pings of transmutation magic and... Yeah, you get a strong sense of transmutation magic coming from around this object.
Well, it's got transmutation magic on it, so that's a crapshoot of what it will do, aside from turn something into something.
I don't think any of us should get inside it into that chair. I mean, it seems like that's where we need to go to work the dang thing, but I don't like the potential possibility of someone going in there and it activating transmutation magic to turn someone into something else.
True, but this might be the only other way to make the gears work unless I can force it.
How would you even begin to force something like this?
Enoch just flexes his hand and the nanites flow out the usual way.
Oh, yes, of course.
Wait, why don't you just make your little helper guy?
He's not exactly the smartest, but I guess I could try, but that means that we'll have to wait an hour if we want to try doing this the other way and if it fails.
Let's try your way let's try your way right now.
Alright, if you could move Yuki so I could teleport in a Vorn Jr.
Oh, sorry. I was also grabbing it at the same time.
Ah,
But yeah, Enoch will summon a Clay Vorn Jr.
Enoch summons man.
Alright, let's see, Clayform Jr.
Yeah, it's just a normal size thing, so any token's fine.
Alright, just grab that, and...
I'll also pull up its sheet just in case I need to have intelligence stats.
Come on, I want to shrink the token, dang it! Why is it not letting me shrink it? There we go. Here.
Well, good news, guys. As long as this thing isn't charisma-based, we should be okay.
okay.
Alright, what do you instruct
Son.
for Junior to do?
To go into there and sit in the chair.
Alright. As Born Junior steps in and sits inside the chair, you see the latch close.
Well, then step closer to again and see if it opens.
You step forward and the latch is still closed.
Let me double check everything about the spell real quick.
Ask if you can communicate with Vorn Jr.
The answer may surprise you. I'll just drop it in the text here. You call forth a spirit of a construct. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see. Corporeal form. When you cast a spell, choose blah, 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 blah. It's an ally to you and yours. Initiative count. It obeys your verbal commands. No action required. If you don't issue any verbal commands, well then. We're screwed because it requires verbal commands.
Well, can he hear you?
Yeah, that's the next question.
Vorn Jr., can you hear us? Send a sign.
Let's see. You don't get a response?
Ah, good.
Bollocks.
I think we may have locked ourselves out of
You
this
know
one.
what? Hold on.
Well, there is one thing that we can try. 1 second. Enoch stops concentrating on the spell, so Vorn Jr. disappears.
All right.
That is if he was. That is also if he was on a different plane, he would also disappear. Should just clarify.
All right. Well, as the apparatus suddenly swings around, its rings rotate out of the way as the surface of the gold peels back to reveal a dark hollow interior. Inside this cavity is a padded bronze chair with levers built into its armrests.
Well, I think it teleports you somewhere, which is odd.
I'm
Or
curious.
the sphere is too thick to be heard through.
Need to check this spell out real quick.
Well,
Come on, load, darn you.
on the upside, as far as I'm aware, no magic went off, unless... Did I see any magic happen after it closed, Milla?
The rings kind of basically folded back around it. Was about the best way to describe it.
I'm just saying it's...
So that's an important clarification for summon construct. For the concentration, does it mean it's dismissed?
Yeah. It only lasts for up to an hour if I concentrate on it maintaining there.
All right. Yeah, you just see it's just a pile of clay. It's just currently just on the chair on the floor.
I was more referring to the apparatus, if it had any magical
Oh yeah,
summons.
the apparatus is still there. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'll clarify again. Did I see any sign of magic activating when it closed around Vorn Jr.? Because I still have Eldritch Sight up because it lasts for like 10 minutes.
No, we didn't see any like additional hits of it. No.
Well, I'm not sure what happened, but it didn't seem to come to life whenever it took Vorn Jr. in there.
I'm hesitant to suggest this, but Dan will tap the telepathy helm. I could theoretically stay in contact with someone and go in there myself to describe what's going on, but we have no idea what the risks are at this point.
Another thought. And she kind of pats the little doll child that's riding her shoulders. This one gives me a certain spell that allows me to go to a different plane. Strictly speaking, if something goes wrong, I could walk through the object. In theory.
Oh, that's a good idea. As you hear Shrug Bundle just kind of give a nice little clap to it.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to do Rue's idea, that seems to be the best. Although if we do want to do the telepathy helmet, we don't know what's on the other side. And if it bears its fangs down upon Dan, I don't think... No offense, after everything, but... I don't think you'd be good at a melee confrontation.
No, I agree with that sentiment, yeah. I could also just use the helm with Rue as she goes in. That could also work. We could do this reverse, where Rue's in there, and I can contact her through the helm, so we have some way of communication.
Alright. Sounds like we're going to try Rue's idea with Dan on the side, so...
So I will
Okay.
use the helm to cast Detect Thoughts on Rue, so we can use telepathy proper with it.
Troop.
All right. As you get in and you sit into the chair, the latch closes, the rings begin to line up. And Rue, as you're looking out, it's weird. Everything looks transparent, like you can see outside of the sphere.
Well, I can still see everybody.
Let's make sure it's not an illusion. Enoch holds up 3 fingers. Ask her how many I'm holding up.
Alright, how many fingers is Enoch holding up?
How many fingers are you holding up, Enoch?
I said 3.
He said 3.
3. Yeah, you see Enoch holding up 3 fingers.
3.
Okay.
She's confirmed.
Alright, that's good to know.
Karen Bane is looking around trying to find her.
Where is Rue hiding?
Where is she?
All right, so explain what's in here again.
There is an arm, there is a chair, and on each of the armrests of the chair, there are various levers.
How many is various?
We'll say 8. 4 on each armrest.
Okay. Do any of them look special and or are labeled or something like that?
Not really, no.
Okay. Pull the lever, Krunk.
Alright.
May it not be a wrong lever.
As Rue, you go to pull a lever. Let me see. Dan, give me a quick history check for me.
Can do that for you. History. Solid 16.
16. Kind of makes sense. The more you kind of look around these spheres and, you know, this thing in general, you would recognize that basically what's depicted here is, it looks like an armillary sphere of of Toril, the Moon Saloon, and the various planets that occupy realm space. And as you're kind of looking around, you see on Toril, you know, the world that you all reside in, you look at, you see, oh, look, there's the Sword Coast. Oh, look, there's the, there's Chult right there. And as you're looking, you recognize, orbiting Toril, you see its moon, Saloon. As you see that Saloon rotates ever so slightly around Toril, and you actually see it crack as bursting out from it
Oh no!
is a large winged creature with massive ears, horns, wielding a massive great axe.
Oh, god damn it.
And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, he don't look friendly.
Terrible place to be in.
Yeah, it's a little, mayhaps a wee bit cramped.
Little cramped in here, yes.
Can't fly or anything.
I got a nat 20 on Tyrant Bane's initiative.
Nice.
And
I
Lucano
see a
got
demon. I am cheese to meet them.
and Lucano all across the gap got a 22, but can't do anything.
Let's see. Kawasha got a 12.
Right. Krasha got 12.
Zal got a 18.
Krasha 12. Zal got 18.
Roll 20, you are slow today.
Mm-hmm.
What a slow boy.
Alright. Let's see, what was I missing? What did you say Lucano got?
Oh, Lucano got 22, but it doesn't matter because they're on the other side of the pit.
Well, they may be able to do something.
You said we're 15 feet up, and then we're another, like, 40 feet away. She has a short bow. It ain't happening.
It's all the people that are in the way of the tunnel itself.
Yeah, also, forgive me, chat. I had to restart my sheet, and so it's taking a second for me to get control of it. There we go.
Alright, so I gotta roll for this big bad beastie that just came out of there.
I mean, considering, you know, what its family is, it's not the worst one of them, but it's not great either.
Above game. Yeah, but
Yes.
Those?
Real quick, for those of us in the crawl space, since I'm assuming we had to basically like crouch in order to get through here, is this going to be like difficult terrain, or are we fine movement wise?
yeah, that would be considered difficult terrain for a crawl space. Alright, So the beastie rolled a 14. And it loses the tie to Orvex because it has a flattened 0. And it would lose to Enoch as well. Alright. Alright. Well, starting off with Lucanu, she's not exactly sure if she's heard anything yet, so it'll go to Rue instead. You're trapped inside the sphere. What do you do?
Sure am. I wonder if this will work.
Also,
Be sad if I don't, but
ha!
because I can see him.
Let's see. It doesn't say that spells can't travel through it, so yeah. You're gonna polymorph this thing.
Gonna try.
Let's see. I have to double check this. It has advantage on the saving throw.
Dang it. Also, my spell save is 16. I know it says on my thingamabob it's 15. I need to change that.
Okay,
Nope,
what are you transforming into?
Ha ha! A fly.
The
All
deadliest predator.
You know what? That's actually... I had a similar idea. I'm not even kidding.
And just to Dan, nobody touch it.
And we'll relay that if we can before his turn.
Alright. Anything else for your turn then, Rue?
She's just going to turn back to levers and cross her legs and just go, anyway.
Alright. Alright, so you managed to turn another lever, just... And this time, Dan, you notice that the ring that has Toral on it begins to rotate. And then nothing happens. Alright. Next up is Zal.
Well, I got an initiative of 19, remember?
Oh, right. Oh, right. Why did it skip you? Hold on, let me add you back in here.
Well, no, it's because
Because I was rolling initiative
Oh, they're
for
just out
like
of order.
2 different
Yeah.
characters. Yeah.
Like-
oh, we're out of sequence.
yeah, like I was gonna say this,
There
but
you go.
we kind of messed it up. Enoch and Talat also tied at 14, so
Adds a lot, alright.
Yeah.
So I knew I was forgetting
That's
something.
a lot of 14s.
And Orvex.
Final Fantasy 14.
I'm gonna look over. I'm gonna look over at Dan with the sword out and just go, "Don't attack it."
Oh, it's not a threat right now, and the second you attack it, I'm pretty sure it's gonna come back to being a threat.
Oh, okay. Well, he's gonna walk over here and just put his sword away and just cross his arms and just a cow leaning up back against the shoulder, just a cow leaning back up against the corner, just looking at the fly. If it does anything weird, let me know and I'll gore it.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Alright. Now it's Zal's turn.
I don't think he's even aware. Pass.
Elise.
Assuming I heard what just transpired, I'll go ahead and I'll just get right here and I'll hold action. If anything hostile pops out, I'll fire.
Alright. Zeno, you kind of feel Elise clambering over the top of you as she, just get right in front of you. Alright.
Oh, hello.
Speaking of which, it's your turn.
I guess hold action unless this thing becomes a. Actually. I'd fly over here first, and then I hold action just in case this thing becomes a being again.
All right, what are your holding action?
The Chaos Bolt.
All right, they're gonna be holding a chaos bolt. So just be aware, if it does not go off by the time your next turn comes up, you will still waste a spell slot.
No worries.
All right, Dan, it's your turn.
So to start off his turn, he's going to explain to everyone that the sphere that Rue's inside is our world, saloon and all that. No idea why. Saloon cracked open and made whatever that was. That was weird. Anyway, I'm going to turn invisible in case it does become a problem, because I'd rather not be a target. He's going to use
Okay.
Moa's power to just... And that'll be it for me.
All right, next up is Orvex.
I'm not
He's
even
gonna wait
sure
for it.
he's aware. He's probably like just trying to look through the crawl space at this point.
Yeah.
Same for Talad.
Mm-hmm. All right, how about you, Enoch?
Enoch's just going to take a step in, sigh, turn hand into sword, then just be like, okay. That's it.
All right, it's the fly's turn.
This never rolled for Yuki. Oops.
Oh,
You got 15,
You know what?
but there's not much he can do.
all right. So will she bark at fly?
Sure, why not?
Or
Show it
bark,
who's
bark,
boss.
Okay, because I know that actual dogs do this, what would happen if Yuki actually accidentally ate the fly?
Nothing good, I can tell you that.
All right, let's see. Hold on, I have to pull up a stats for her fly.
I'm going to tell you right now, just to save you, it can't hurt itself because it'll have the maximum negative to strength. I'm saving you the trouble right now, Milla.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there were fly stats. I'm gonna be real with you.
I remember in 3.5, the deadliest thing to a level 1 character was a house cat.
Yeah.
Well, it's just gonna land. The fly's just gonna land on Yuki, and it's going to attempt to bite her.
Please.
Roll that 20 on Yuki
Oh,
for 2 points of damage.
phew, jeez.
Oh my god, it's a housefly.
But deadliest thing to a wizard is a fly!
Speak for your own wizard, sir. Says man with other wizarding campaign.
All right, that's the fly's turn. Now let's go off.
The fly chose violence.
He won't be deterred by the fact it's a meter, not even a meter big.
I'm about to say, Mill, you may just want to save yourself the trouble because we have half these characters who can't even do anything.
Yep. Back to her then.
So for Kawasha, like, yeah, Kawasha's just gonna be like, y'all hear something? Like, that's gonna be it. So.
Rue, what do you do?
Alright, well. Did anything happen inside when she pulled the lever?
You looked outside and you see the sphere. That was the bigger sphere next to where that creature came out of. It rotated on the ring. And it looks like it kind of moved closer to another sphere that's on there.
So I'm going to assume that these spheres are like planets?
Make a history check for me.
Okay. History. You know what? I'll go ahead and use my inspiration. 11.
Now that you look at it, Yeah, you do recognize Toral, which is the bigger planet. That was, the sphere that was next to the one that broke out. As you can look at it closer, oh yeah, that's the moon that it came out of. So yeah, you can assume that these are planets.
And so, could these rings theoretically line up, or these planets line up?
Possibly.
I don't know if I'd have to make another roll for it. Is there anything special that typically happens if these particular planets line up? Is there anything special about them?
With that history check, you're not sure. Maybe?
Anybody know what happens if these planets get lined up? She'll just talk to Dan.
Right, Dan will ask the room, and does he know if there's anything special of significance that happens if the planets align?
Give me another history check real quick for free.
Does Cthulhu awaken from relay?
Oh, what? What? Hi? Yes?
That's a nat one on both sides, so you know what? We're gonna try again. I'm gonna use inspiration.
Inspiration.
That's a 13.
There have
Better
been
than a
certain
5.
prophecies that have been told when planets align. Could be good, could be bad.
So he'll mention back to Rue. There are various prophecies that mention the planets aligning, so it couldn't hurt. Maybe something special will happen. Or it could hurt a lot, I suppose, now thinking about it out loud. Something may happen.
I can feel your inner Wick already planning.
So, Rue, what do you do?
Meh. Frickin'. Anyway.
She makes a mighty meh.
Okay, I'll try to pull a different lever, not quite the same as whatever was moving the other planet.
Okay, so you go to pull a different lever, and there's another planet that turns, and...
Basically, I'm gonna try to move it so that planets align.
Okay. I'll assume you spend your action to do that. Roll a percentile for me.
Okay. Yeah, 47.
Oh,
I'm sure it's fine.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. That laughter, that's fine. That's joyful
it's
laughter.
fine.
That's mirthful.
It's fine. Honestly, one of the better results on here. Tyrant Bait. There's a pointed sphere that you're sitting right next to, and Rue, you see this as well. That sphere splits open, and a massive pile of gold just erupts from it.
Sweet.
Confused Chulton screaming.
And as that happens, you hear a word. As you hear a groan happen from inside, and you see smoke coming out from inside the armrest of the chair.
You know what? I'll take it as a win.
All right. Tyrant Maid, you're now standing next to a massive pile of gold. What do you do?
Spitting a coin out of his mouth. He looks at Dan. Was that normal? Is it animated gold?
Don't think so. It's not moving.
He stamps on the gold with a hoof to make sure.
Yeah, you stomp on it. That's the coin slightly.
Enoch will reach down, pick up one, bite it. Yeah, it's gold.
He will continue to lean against the corner and stare daggers at the fly.
All right. All right, skipping over Zolv because he doesn't suspect anything. Elise.
I'll just same thing as before. If Fly turns back into demon person, I will shoot.
All right. Dan, it's your turn.
Yuki has the same score as me, so technically she should go first.
Ah.
If she has a +2, I have a +1.
Ah, yes, thank you. What does Yuki do?
Well, for one, she's going to flail and try and shake this fly off of her while barking at it.
All right. Make an
Fly
acrobatics
death
check
battle.
for me.
She doesn't have acrobatics, so just flat dex. 11.
Manages to slightly kick the fly off, and it tumbles a little bit before it regains itself.
Alright.
The title
What's that?
bout of the century.
Dog versus fly.
Who
the
will
war on
win?
the... Oh, it's the war on the shore, brother!
I'll say that was her action to do that. Anything else?
That'll be it for her.
How about you?
So I have a question. Would it at all be possible? I have a glass vial on my person. Would it be possible to bottle the fly?
Make an make a dexterity check.
Alright, we'll see if I can manage this.
We'll say it's a
dex.
dexterity check against the AC of this creature.
19's
Yeah,
pretty
you managed
good.
to scoop it and you have it inside the bottle.
I have a demon fly in a jar. It's an
Dan?
interesting day. Mm-hmm.
I want you to do me a favor and pass me that bottle.
You gonna
Will
throw
do.
it into that acid down there? Because that's what I would do.
Yes, I'm going to throw it into the pit.
Oh, that's not acid. That's something.
Well,
Bad.
I'll be
Above
out.
game, it looks like acid. It's purple.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be down a glass vial, but I think it's a worthy sacrifice. And if I can, Dan will move over and hand the vial to Enoch.
Oh my god.
For
I think it's safe
Enoch's
to say,
turn.
we'll just go ahead and go out of the initiative for now.
Yep. Enoch just goes
Yeah.
over. Excuse us, guys. Getting rid of a demon. Drop.
What?
What?
So I just-
You're doing what now?
They look at the vial and it's a fly.
Enoch's
That's
just
a
go-
demon.
Enoch's just gonna look at all of them. You two have no excuse. You've been with us the whole time. This is normal. Then points at Dave. He's the only one who has to question any of this. Now I'm gonna get back to work.
You know what? Rue, Dan, and Enoch, each of you get an inspiration for that.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Because that was goddamn impressive.
I mean, I was hoping to try something like that, but all I had was Mage Hand to work with. So
And yeah, Enoch, as you watch the vial descend into the planar vortex below, you just see it like dissipate, like basically, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good, you bastard. As it just hits the vortex, it just dissipates into a cloud of dust.
yeah, but he's a demon, so fuck him.
That guy.
All right.
I saw I had exactly one glass vial left, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just cap this right now.
All right.
And also, Enoch will just start shoving all the gold into escrow. So how much did we get?
You have 5,000 gold there.
Woohoo!
That's a lot, but it's also not because we have to split it between everybody.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rue, you see Dan bottle the fly, and Enoch go and leave the room. What do you do?
Is there anything that even still works in here?
Nope, everything's busted, and as you try and get up out of the chair to go to the latch, it is still stuck.
No,
you
fine.
break?
At the realness.
Did you break it? Artbane
Chult.
instantly looks away when he asks that and goes, "I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm just gonna over here through the." This place is very weird, he says to Talon as he walks past.
Oh yeah, we all have the stones of etherealness. Well, we
Yep.
have 3 of them, but
I just have my doll at the moment.
Yeah, I
As for
don't.
breaking it, no, I clearly made it work.
I mean, I'm not going to complain considering I have just now seen more money than I have ever seen in my entire life and probably ever will again.
yeah,
I'll give you that because I've never in my life seen over 1,000 gold pieces in a single spot other than a bank. So
Well,
honestly, cool. There was a prize lever in there, I guess.
all right.
The
Dan,
metal,
I
the
was gonna-
metals you all used to trade is fine by you. I'm glad I barter. That looks like a pain to carry about so many coins.
Enoch holds a bag of holding. Weighs nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Does everybody have one of those, or is it just us?
No, this costs us 1,000 of that 5,000.
Really? Wow.
That was so long ago.
Look at that.
I'm surprised it's so empty or so has room in it. Honestly,
I did do the math there because there's 12 of us. That'd be about like 466 gold per person.
Okay.
We also still have a bunch of like gems and treasure to sell that's also in here, so don't worry,
Yeah.
we'll be getting
Yeah.
paid.
You also have a druid still currently trapped inside the sphere, so...
She said she went etherealness, so she's on a different plane and can
Oh.
just walk out.
You used
Okay.
etherealness and just strolled on out.
Yep, you managed to phase on through.
I
Boop.
I suppose the commander would know what to do with those more than I would.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dan, do you want to fly me over to the other side so I can attempt to make this entire mechanism work at least once?
Could do that. Dan's gonna stop being invisible now since the threat, air quotes, is gone, and
Man, when I get-
fly Enoch over.
Man, when I get back to the commander, it's going to be so confusing because I'm going to be like, they gave me all this. I don't know what it's for. And it's just a bunch of coins and jewels and just treasure.
All right, once we get everyone back to the other side, Enoch's also going to look to Dan and be like, "Hey Dan, could you send Yuki back to the last room that was able to turn?"
Sure. Let's zoom out. Where was the last turnable room again?
Well, actually, we
the
have 2
plant
turnable rooms, so either one of those will work.
Okay. I guess I'll put her in the dead plant room, since that's the one that leads back to the levers.
All
That
right.
makes sense.
Well, since Milla, you said that the mechanism itself, it was the chains going to and from, were magical. Enoch's just going to reach his hand out to the mechanism and use his last spell to cast Animate Object on it.
As you go to cast animate object on the chain,
Not the chain,
You find
the
it-
mechanism. This
on
thing,
the mechanism.
a
On the
chain has,
gear?
yeah. Well, this centerpiece, as you can see, has 2 things that the chains would affect. They're basically
Yeah, so this is the
spokesperson.
sprocket and the gear.
Yeah.
Hold on just a sec, let me double check. Let's see.
Above game, I could realistically see this being one of the areas of oversight in the module where they never thought someone would do this. Which is on them, really.
Yeah.
Pendleton didn't decide this was an option.
Well, I also need to remember that half the stuff in this place has been able for me to fabricate and not fabricate. So at this point, I'm just going to say that Asirak was very lazy with his construction, like most people when they get bid.
Mm.
You let your clout destroy you.
Really? You didn't think this one obscure beam would be a problem? Well, that's a shame.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that the animate objects on the mechanism has no effect.
Well then, looks like all we have left is to wait for me to get spells back and then for me to deconstruct the door. And then I guess we're taking on the Soulmonger.
To make the mad dash back.
I mean, it's not a mad dash. It's down a flight of stairs. Oh, Yuki, my bad.
Yeah. She was all the way back in the dead vegetation room. That's a long walk back.
All right. So you descend the stairs down towards the Heg's quarters, as it were.
The Hagnasium, yes.
Yes, the Hagnasium. That's a good name for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
All right. And you manage to get a short rest in.
I would also call it the Forbidden Euchre table, but... Look, there isn't a grandma I don't know who don't know how to beat someone's ass in euchre.
My grandma is definitely a stereotype with that because she does play euchre.
I don't even know what euchre is.
Every lady I've ever known knows how to beat my ass in euchre. I don't know how to play euchre. Every time I do, I just get my ass beat by a bunch of blue hairs.
I mean, at that point, I think it's just more of that they don't teach you the rules so they can beat you, Rabbit.
Yeah, that's what it's sounding like, honestly.
I don't even know what euchre is. What the heck is euchre?
Same.
It's an old card game. That's what I said! It's an old card game. It's an old card game. I tried to figure out how to play it, but, like, no. Like, Bonnie, you ratty grandma, you taught me the rules wrong to beat my ass harder.
All right. Well then, I'm going to wait. I'm going to go. So much for having 3 spell slots, because I've just wasted basically all of mine this session, and now we're in the final boss.
No, we're just resting. We're just resting. You get him back. Don't worry, Big Cat.
Yeah, but I have to waste 1 spell slot just to unmake the door that I put to block here.
Well, you got more spell slots, Big Cat. Don't worry.
I did say it was a door.
Oh, okay.
You
Then
didn't specify if it had a lock on it.
Yeah, I could just, if it doesn't open, I could just hoof through it.
All right, fair enough.
I forgot if you knew this part about Tyrant Bane, but I am large.
I guess I was just picturing this door sturdier in my head, but then again, we had to make it out of the furniture in this room, so fair enough. All right. Well then.
Yeah, it was a very Ren and Stimpy gag of just throwing furniture up against the portal, going nope, 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 nope.
All right then. Well then, I guess we're ready. So, look to everyone. Is there anything else you need in here? Now's your time.
Take a quick look around just in case we missed anything, but I think we cleaned this place out.
I'll light up my sword and go hold up my shield in front of the door. Unk, is there anything else you think we need to do?
Don't think there's anything more we can do here.
Understandable.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Good stuff. I can only imagine Unk voiced by the dude who did Gerald Ford in The Simpsons. Do you like squelching? I do. Do you like eating leaves? I do.
Like, that's a callback that I haven't heard in a long time, honestly.
Yeah, I'm old.
All right. So, as you all open the door and you begin to descend down the flight of stairs, you're once again greeted with the sight of crumbling balconies that overlook a pool of lava filling this triangular chamber, above which is suspended an enormous crystal cylinder held in place by 3 adamantine struts. Wraith-like forms swirl inside the cylinder, and otherworldly screams hang in the air. 4 long, writhing tentacles sprout from the cylinder's cap. A shriveled monstrosity the size of an elephant floats near the cylinder. Its body is wet and malformed. Its arms and legs are atrophied, and its oversized head drips black goo. The creature is attached to the cylinder by a twisted umbilical cord. Enoch, as you make your way down into the room, Papazzotto chimes in. Oh, there it is. Ah, what a foul creature. It might be vulnerable to radiant damage. Rue, you hear Aijin in your mind. Oh, I see there's a mist-filled archway to the south. We should look at that. That looks fun. Tyrant Bane. You hear Unk in your mind. I think we should try to communicate with that creature. Perhaps it's misunderstood. Elise, you hear Kubazan in your mind. There's that foul creature. Be prepared to make an ultimate glorious sacrifice in disposing of it. Zeno. Oh. There's lots of things that are in the balconies across. Maybe we should look and see if there's treasure over there.
All of these sound like terrible ideas.
Yep.
I think
Hey,
we
my-
should focus on what we're seeing in front of us first there.
You say that, but if you recall, I had a stupid idea that's kind of on point with what.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. My god told me this thing's weakness, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
Dan,
Mhm.
you hear Moa call out in your mind. Those poor souls trapped within the soulmonger. They must be freed.
Agreed.
You all see Lucanu as she strives forward. You see her pull her short bow out and aim square at that creature. That wretched thing is a disgrace. For everything that has happened here, it must be slain.
I don't disagree, but perhaps let's not be hasty.
Be open fire. We should probably see if there's any good positioning, and Dan will tap his helmet telepathy. I'm curious about something.
Oh?
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on the horrifying abomination baby and see what comes out.
Unk told us that we should try communicating with it.
Yeah, you guys have fun with that. Enoch says getting prepared for when this goes south.
I'm remiss up against it myself, but two things. One, it is the deity I sworn to, and two, there have been things in this place that haven't been outwardly harmful. Do you remember the people we found that I just wave at the little doll babies? And also on the top, and also on the upper floors, the dwarves that I've parlayed with. We garnered a lot of information through just diplomacy and communication.
Tyrant Bane, you hear you hear Zal just kinda as he kind of stares at the alcoves that are filled with bones behind. I do not like those bones. I get the feeling they might attack us. As he just kind of stands upright and just slightly leans away.
You know what,
I mean,
Zal?
I'm inclined to agree with you.
And everyone hears Talad as he just looks up. You see just a painful grimace just look at the cylinder. It would seem that Wongo would want me to attack whatever that is, and he kind of points up towards the top of the cylinder of the soulmonger. Those tentacles.
Oh, right. Moa says we should free the souls. They need to be freed.
Well, we
I'm
already knew we were
guessing,
going. Go ahead.
I'm guessing they're in. He'll point to what the creature is connected to. It's all in there. So if we could, I don't know, maybe free that from its moorings, we could probably get it into the lava, and maybe that'll do the trick.
And Rube
Strong
points
enough.
over to the far arch to the south. Mine says to investigate that.
Mine's talking about what could be a bunch of treasure on this side of the map.
Dan, as you go to cast Detect Thoughts upon the creature that's floating around, it's weird. You can't exactly understand what it's saying, but something about it is unnerving, to say the least.
Hey, Bella, I have a weird shot in the dark question.
What's that?
What would I have to roll to see if we can put this together and assume that this creature could possibly be a Sirak?
That is a very good question. As you go to ponder that, Kupazan just looks in your mind. No. That creature certainly is not a Sirak.
I've got 2 more things I'd like to try. I understand I'm very unnerved, but can I ask it telepathically, what exactly are you? And see if it gives any reply that I can parse.
Out of curiosity, do you speak Celestial?
Boy, howdy, I sure don't. I know
You don't-
Sylvan.
You don't
Wait,
understand what it's saying.
Didn't you get a? Didn't your dog give you that?
Yeah, your dog gave you.
Oh, that's right! You see your clay
no.
dolphin.
Wait,
no.
I thought
Technically,
the clay
no.
doll gave me
Oh no, that's
the inability to eat.
yeah, Joho has that ability,
Hi.
but Enoch.
Ah, okay.
The guy who can't read thoughts. Hi.
It's a pity I do speak Celestial. Darn it.
You just hear this. The creatures just kind of give you like a low grade chuckle. Like, eat the sun, eat the sun. I will get them all. Basically spouting off random gibberish.
Okay. Well,
But it's rather profane sounding gibberish. I will
But there was
violate the
some-
sun.
there was some common mixed in there that I can understand, which is I will eat the sun.
Meanwhile, Enoch is going to listen to Zal's advice and test something. He's going to reach down, grab a bone from behind him, and toss it into the lava below and see if anything happens.
You grab a bone. Well, there's like a forearm. You grab it,
Mhm.
and you manage to huck it over the edge as it plummets into the lava.
Does it do the thumbs up as it sinks into the lava?
It didn't have a hand attached to it, so
Ah, darn it.
Damn.
Okay, guys. While this thing is apparently happy and or crazy, I say we listen to Zal's advice and get rid of all of these bones.
I agree with that. I tried asking it what it was. It just gave me a whole bunch of gibberish nonsense followed by I will eat the sun. So no, that's all I'm willing to try to negotiate and or glean from it.
Tyrant Bane, can we add this to the list of things we don't tell the Yuan-Ti when you make your pact with them later?
He will quickly write it down in a book.
Good man. Enoch just... I just realized how dark this sets. Enoch's going to grab an armful of bones and just start throwing them into the lava. He's become very desensitized to everything at this point.
The machine. I believe diplomacy might be failed against this. We can't understand it, and it wants to eat the sun.
sad. I tried, though.
Indeed you did. Mercy should be proffered first.
At this point, I assume we kind of let the other NPCs know, hey, help us shovel all of these bones into the lava.
Yeah, let's
Alright.
not tell Vignante being like, oh, by the way, Tyrant Bane killed a descent deity, and I'm like, hi.
Well, no, but their deity's also about consuming the sun. So this thing is just kind of like, don't let them know that they could possibly get a 2-for-1 here.
Oh, true.
So, how high up are these ledges, by the way?
The balconies that are across are about even with where you're at. And there is you looked out at the lava, which is about 30 feet below. Otherwise, the adamantine struts are, even with where the floor is at as well.
Okay. I'm going to assume these, this border here is just perspective. It's not a walkable surface.
Correct.
Okay.
Always fly whoever to any ledge they want to explore. Maybe grab some bones and airdrop them down into the lava.
I'll be shoveling bones with you.
Yeah, I mean, Enoch's just been going to each of these alcoves this entire time, and I've just been moving the token back and forth to represent bone droppage.
I mean, that's what Elise is also doing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
In the meantime, I got a new spell. I'm gonna make sure I know how long it is. Let's see.
So fun tool that will help us later. Because I've used detect thoughts on the grotesque baby thing, I can cast suggestion on it using the helm. So that's a neat little feature that might become useful.
I'm gonna sadly ruin your plan there for a second while we talk above game strategy, Draco. If this thing's a celestial, it's most likely immune to charm.
Yeah, probably. I could hope. Because I'm not sure for certain, but you're probably right.
That's actually not bad. Okay. That's just about perfect. Hibishki!
Oh!
So just...
All of stone. Magical all of stone brings it to existence. That's the part you choose. Gotta look continuous. All right, where are you placing the stones there, Rue?
That whole line that I had just made. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
All right.
Wow.
Box the baby in.
I'm starting... Just watching Caitlin cast all these spells, I'm like, my next character is really going to annoy a lot of people. I'm going to play Minecraft.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Enoch's just going to look, wow, I'm feeling really outdone here.
It's just a bridge.
Yeah. I would have to spend, a day making that with magic.
I just look over at Rue and then back at Enoch. Jungle's blessing. And I keep shoveling bones.
All right, you keep shuffling bones into the pit.
I mean, I could do some cool magic stuff too. I can't make a wall, but I could make a house move. Well, a hut, but Also, I could make this place look like a different place.
I just love that Bruce just did this once, and all you boys are just like, I can do that.
No, Enoch's immediately like, I can't do that. I'm jealous.
Everybody's like, anything Rue could do, I could do better.
I mean, on my scale, it wasn't even like I could do it too. It's just I have other cool stuff I could do.
Oh yeah, I can hit anybody into a whirling pyroclasm of fire and light. So
Look, all I can do is cast thunder at this thing and destroy the statue, and that's about it. I don't want to do that right now.
We all have useful spells and abilities we can do. We just can't make a giant wall as good as Rue.
Can you cast Holy? I didn't think so.
Exactly.
All right.
So, would you say after all this time of us fussing around, we've emptied the bones, Milla?
Yep.
Have the bone zones been cleared?
Yes. The bone zones are no longer the bone zones.
They are
No
just
bones
zones.
about it.
Bereft of bones. Make no bones about it.
Null zones. Not a thing in them.
The whole time Lucano's just been holding her bow out. Wait, seriously? You just gonna let this thing sit here?
I mean, we're preparing.
Yeah, we're prepping for the actual attack. We have a bridge to maneuver. We've emptied bones so no undead could be summoned. We'd probably check those balconies out real quick before we properly start unleashing all hell on this thing.
And also, to be fair, it at least at this point either hasn't noticed us or doesn't recognize us as a threat, so we pretty much have all day.
Our gods have also suggested us a certain thing. For example, Unk spoke in my mind and suggested perhaps diplomacy, though Dan could make nothing about it, other than the fact that it wants to eat the sun. I let Unk know as such, and Unk gave me carte blanche to go ahead and do what needs to be done.
Oh, also, Tyrant Bane, Papa Zotto told me this thing's probably would not take kindly to holy magic, which I have none of, but I think you have an abundance.
I do.
Yeah, so do with that information as you may. I'm just going to stay here, hand turns into a sword, and prepare for when we say go.
Elise would also look to the group at this point. I should probably mention that Kubazan said to be prepared to make a glorious sacrifice. I don't know what that should be interpreted as, but
I think
Specifically for you, Elise.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was directed at the party in general, but
No, it was in your mind. It was directed towards you. I'll give you that.
Could I examine the soulmonger proper, where I'm pretty sure all the souls are, and see how best to unwedge this thing?
Let's see. Soulmonger. As you're kind of examining it, there's the 3 adamantite struts that are currently around it. That looks like there's some sort of crystal, like glass that kind of envelops around the entirety of it. There's a very narrow walkway that's kind of basically that entire ring that's around where that. There's a ledge that kind of goes right around that's even with the struts.
Very curious about something. I'm gonna fly not too close to the baby. I want to look inside of this swirling mass. Just, again, curiosity getting the better of me here. What do I see in there?
Myriads of small flickering lights of various humanoid shapes swirling and thrashing about as though people are swept up in a massive current. And as you look, one by one, you see various lights ascend as they get drawn into the top of the soulmonger, as though it seems to get drawn into that umbilical cord.
All right. Update for everyone. Souls indeed in the giant thing. They're being fed into the umbilical cord. If we could sever that, we end what's feeding this baby.
Was I lunch?
That was actually going to be my other question, but I just did not have such damage done to the rest of us.
It gave. Did you guys hear that?
My question was going to be, did I see a pumpkin going in the slurry somewhere? But I don't know if I want the answer, honestly.
Considering most souls when they die are getting sucked into this thing, I think that's going to be a tough find.
Probably, yeah.
But if we explode the baby, all the souls will be freed.
That's
True.
what we're hoping.
Check that out.
Hey,
Thanks,
Rue,
Roger.
you found anything up there?
As I've moseyed my way over, have I found anything here?
Yes, in fact. An ornate archway looms over this balcony. Grinning skulls are molded into its frame, and glowing mist swirls within.
Well, it's creepy. She'll just kind of describe it.
It might be an exit of the tomb. Where it
A
leads,
theoretical
you can say.
possibility.
Right now, I think we should just get ready to deal with the problem ahead of us. Then we can sort that out. Does anyone want to get onto those balconies while we have the chance?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do it just to shut Ning Ning up.
Here we go.
Probably.
All right.
You know what else?
Zeno, as you make your way over towards that balcony, there are 8 various pots, urns, vessels of various sorts. And Dan, on your balcony, there's 6.
Begin
Let me
checking
just-
out those.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that.
Give me an Arcana check for Zeno and Dan.
Okey-doke. That'll be a 17 for me.
A 19 for Zeno.
You're looking over these various vessels that are scattered all over these platforms. You see various baleful-looking sigils that are inscribed onto them, and this makes sense for the two of you. These are phylacteries.
Multiple.
And both of you know what phylacteries are.
During my prior knowledge of liches, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
We have found multiple phylacteries. So I say we throw them all into the lava.
Wait, these are phylacteries?
Yep.
Apparently.
Didn't you tell me that they take more care to set?
Yeah, there's multiple of them, so potentially either there's multiple set on one person, he split his soul up, or there's just a bunch of liches that are using this as a phylactery storehouse, and that just seems careless as hell.
You
At
do
the
realize,
same time, though, look what we're above. Do you
yes.
think anyone will try to get over here on normal means?
We should take this opportunity and throw them into the lava then.
Exactly.
A lich would
Eh,
die, right?
Yeah.
Every
Next
lich
time
that's in
they
this
probably
thing would
die.
die, yes.
Oh, I didn't think stopping the Black Day would be this simple. I'll pick up a phylactery and look over to Dan.
Yeah.
Make a gesture like,
Dan's
all right.
also going to pick up a phylactery, get on his broom, and hover above the lava to drop it.
All right.
I will pitch this phylactery, and if nothing happens, I'll just start pitching the other ones like I'm throwing out the trash.
All right.
We're just
Well,
going to go back and forth, throw them out.
as you go to start pitching the phylacteries, most of them seem to just hit the lava and sink. However, 3 of them, including the one that you were holding on to, Dan, as you drop it into the lava, they immediately hit the lava and they burst into flames and shatter.
That must have been an exceptionally bad one.
The others are protected, and they just sank to the bottom of the lava, which would admittedly suck because we've made it even harder to get them, but hey, we destroyed a decent amount.
I think that was a
Those are,
good.
those are this higher level liches.
Potentially.
Let's
I don't
get up.
think- There's nothing that could survive a lava bath for that long.
Dan.
Mm-hmm.
As you go to fly back.
Ah, hi.
Damn.
Filthy baby.
Ugh.
Now Chad has
It
a big...
begins to hover over towards.
Am I able to understand what it's saying?
Straight, flying man.
Dan, he wants to make a friend with you, and I'm not sure he's going to be very friendly back.
Just use Mo's ability to turn invisible real quick.
And as you go to turn invisible, it seems like a good time to take a break as I go ahead and roll initiative.
Wait.
While you get ready to do that while we're doing all the initiative rolling, Milla, would you mind giving the proper picture so chat can see what this abomination looks like?
Yes, I will show.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
If I was forced to look at it, chat must too.
I mean, they can see the token, but it'd be better to get the full picture, I feel.
Zal rolled an 18.
Oh, a 6.
Kawasha rolled a 5.
I am wasting one of my 2 inspirations on that initiative because there's no way I'm going third.
You know what? I'll spend my
I'll
spend my inspiration to go ahead and reroll this initiative. 12.
Here it
Not bad.
is. That's what you guys are seeing.
Ah, he's disgusting. I love
I'm
it.
going to sever as many floaty parts of it as I can.
I
I
like
have
the
a new
name
spell that I'm going to be happily attacking him with.
Atropal. Atrophy and Pal. He's your
It's-
grotesque, horrible, fighting friend.
He sounds like a friend. What a pal.
Yeah,
He is beautifully hideous.
the
That's
Atrophy
other-
Pal. Your best friend.
Wow, I managed to then get 18 for all of my initiative rolls. I'll take that.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the Atropol rolled a natural 20.
Oh, good.
That's fine.
But it has a -3 modifier for a total of 17.
Huh? Okay. I think I'm gonna go get water.
What is it? What is it with the big bads of these campaigns doing horrible things to Celestials?
It's a Sirak. He's an asshole.
True.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
but
look
it's
at-
not
I
like
mean,
he
look-
exactly did this. He more or less found this creature.
Oh, then just immediately turn above game turn Tire Bane. Your people need to have a long sit down about the nature of ethics.
I won't say that the old kingdom didn't have a hand in this, but I will also say that I am working to stop this.
I know. I'm just saying that Tire Bane, keep your new culture above the old culture.
Oh, you have to tell me twice.
Meanwhile, now I'm just imagining if Orvex lives through this, just explaining this. Do you know what I went through to have a Minotaur wife? Just draws this in the sand. I fought that.
I fought what Tyrant Bane said is a gross baby.
Bigger than most of these buildings. Gestures to all of Old Omu.
Mm-hmm.
Had a crisis of faith when Unk was like, "We should talk to it," and Tyrant Bane's like, "Please don't, please don't make me try to talk to this."
Well, I can honestly say I've already thought of two names for this particular episode. No bones about it and beautifully hideous.
Beautifully hideous baby.
Beautifully hideous.
You sometimes imagine the Asterix just at the bottom of this, just with the Doctor Weird music that just plays at the start of Aquitaine.
Gentlemen, behold!
Sting as he shows the
Well, no, it's just always that one episode of I've mated with this lawnmower, but why? Why did I do that?
My baby boy!
What has science done?
So I know this isn't it doesn't apply to this creature in particular, but seeing stuff like this always reminds me of that one Bugs Bunny quip. It may not be very pretty now, but it was someone's baby once.
Really? The Bugs Bunny thing I'm thinking of for this one is ee, ooh, ah, ah.
Yeah, like if you remember the episode where he met Witch Hazel for the first time, he actually says it about her. And to this day, my mother will state that is the best quip she has ever heard from anything ever.
My mom can do a pitch perfect Witch Hazel.
That is impressive.
Doopy? I did not say Doopy. Well, of course you did. I will be back as soon as I grab more.
You guys are laugh so fucking well.
I have returned.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
what's up? How you doing, dog?
I'm doing all right. I can't wait to drop a moonbeam on this horrifying thing.
I was about to say the only Bugs Bunny clip that makes sense to me in this scenario is Hassan Chop.
Hassan Chop.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bust off those fucking umbilical cords with a plum.
Mm-hmm.
I love how well you use a plum rabbit.
And how?
It's such a good word. No one ever uses it, but you use it so often and so well. It makes me happy.
My favorite classes were English. It served me so well, I say, being 37.
Trust me, I'm sitting right here with you with an unfinished English degree.
Ironically, English was usually my worst subject in high school.
It's history for me. I was terrible at it.
My worst was... Oh, God. Math got to a certain point where I needed a tutor, but after that, I was pretty good at it.
See, I wasn't bad at high school math. College math kicked my ass, though.
I just remember that conversation with my dad going, "You were in the math Olympics," and I was just like, they didn't add letters to it.
The worst, the one thing with math that I always hated and always struggled with was proofing. I understood the concept, but I could never put it into practice.
Had to graph things by hand. It was insanity.
Oh yeah,
Everything that showed your work, I'm pretty sure my teacher was like, "I'm going to assume you did this right."
It's nice.
See, I went to college for CAD, for engineering design, so I feel that doing stuff by hand.
You know what I really like? Teachers back in my day, they said, "Oh, you won't have a calculator on your purse all the time. You have to figure out how to prove it by hand." And now everybody has a phone with a calculator on it. Who's laughing now?
Nope. I had a TI 86 that broke in the first week, and like my folks returned it and went, "We're not doing that." And I was like, "Okay." And so I just studied and just learned how to just grasp my hand, because like I get it, those things are expensive as fuck, and my mom's like, "This is just a fucking like bum bet." Like, can't swing a casual $200.
No, see, the thing that sucked was my math, or was the math teacher that I had right now at my last class was like, you have to use a Texas or the TI-84, and I'm like, but I have access to a brand new TI, like the new TI or graphic calculator. No, you can't use that one.
Too advanced. What are you doing?
I'm like, why not? It's not fair. I'm like, it does the exact same thing. It's a graphic calculator. You could just use the graphic calculator that's on the assignments. I'm like, or I can just use the one that you're not showing me what to do or anything with, and I'll just pretend I'm using the quote unquote right one.
Yes, you do the thing that they tell you that you can't do in real life, and that all of us have constantly done in our real life. Lie.
I'm back. How's everyone else?
I think we're all
Okay. Hey, here's another word you can use at home, kids. It's an adjective. Do you kids like adjectives? Here's one. How about piquant? If I used it in a sentence, the fact that I'm going to fight this demon baby and end its suffering is piquant. It's pleasantly stimulating or exciting to the mind.
Ooh.
Would you like antonyms?
I would. This is great.
I have
Piquant
some
also
cinnamon
means
to-
intriguing, stimulating, interesting, or fascinating.
I think I'm gonna be working piquant into the episode title now, Rabbit.
This has been your English TED Talk by Hey Mr. Rabbit.
It has a second definition. Having a pleasantly sharp taste or appetizing flavor. When you go to a Tex-Mex restaurant and somebody's like, piquant? Like picante? There it is! That's what it is! Like...
Spiders. All right. Thank you for that glorious word of the day, Rabbit.
Enrich
And on that
yourself.
note, I think it is time to begin as Zeno. What do you do?
Mash a baby.
I mean, Rabbit just said basically. So Zeno's going to flop or move right here, where he is not aiming for anything else and can't hit anyone else. And I'm going to try that new spell that I just got,
Okay.
which is Chain Lightning. Roll that beautiful D20.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
No, sir. It's detected. Alright. It fails.
That's my only level 6 spell, but I'm okay with that.
Let's see.
I just realized level 6 slot.
Yes, several of us have those now.
Realize I'm going to make my nastiest moonbeam yet.
Make that dankest moonbeam.
Moon will be so angry.
All right. Let's see. As you hear it cry out in language pain. All right. That's it for your turn. Zeno?
Yes, sorry, I keep forgetting I'm on push to talk because my cough.
All right. Well, it's going to use. Hold on a second. I got a picture. Where's the stat page? I have it here somewhere. There it is. It's going to use 2 legendary actions as it spins around. And you just see this undulating cold mass warble its way towards you. Does a 14 hit?
Hit me?
Yes.
Yes. I'm feeling this is gonna hurt.
There's a D6. You take 21 points of cold damage.
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
The fuck he does.
Rabbit takes 21 points of cold damage.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
May I have another?
Rabbit.
You're welcome. Tank Cow is tanking.
All right. That concludes the legendary actions from the Demon Baby. Next up will be Zol.
Sweet. All right. Can this bridge support cow?
It should be able to. It's 10 feet thick.
All right. Move that cow towards the baby. We're going to swing at the baby.
All right.
All right. We are going to go ahead and do a gore. If this hits, then something funny will happen.
And 11 hits.
Oh, really, you dumb baby. Okay.
Those that make sense. I mean, what armor is the baby wearing?
Takes 9 damage.
It
Have the
doesn't even flinch as...
Have the baby make a strength saving throw for me.
Okay.
DC 14.
Rolls a 10.
It is knocked back 10 feet and knocked prone.
It is not back 10 feet, but it is not prone. It seemed like all he did was just push it.
All right. Pellenton Ward never read what the prone status is. All right, that's another demerit toward you, writing that down.
It also is suspended by a cord. Maybe it just can't fall.
It also is hovering, so what is
No,
Blaze?
that's
yeah,
impossible.
There's a floaty baby.
I've babysat many babies. Babies can fall.
Babies can and do fall. Yes, that's correct.
All right. It's Talad's turn as... Just to do a little peel behind the veil. He's looking up at the tentacles that are sprouting from the top of the Soulmonger.
How high up would you say that those tentacles are?
Oh, the tentacles! At the base, it's about to the top of the Soulmonger, which is about 30 feet.
Oh.
Otherwise, the tentacles themselves are about...
Okay. Now, here's
About
another
50 feet
question.
long.
Would you say those tentacles look organic?
They look like to be made of something resembling flesh, yes.
Well, then that's great, because this thing works on skin contact as rules is written, so he's going to cast Cloud Kill on all the tentacles.
Okay, let me just double check something here. As you go to cast your Cloud Kill at the tentacles, it seems like it has no effect on them.
So they are either immune to poison damage or whatever. But also, we do have a lucky thing, because one of the things are, we're fighting over lava, which is very good, because this spell sinks. But,
Good.
well, yes, the spell sinks, but it could hit us. But, because it's above lava, the heat will push it up constantly.
I love
Alright.
physics.
So, considering that Talad technically attacked, you see one of the tentacles ring up and lash out at Talad.
Okie dokie.
And that's gonna be a hit.
What's the hit, just so I know?
That's a 21 to hit.
Damn, if he had used mage armor. How's our boy doing?
He takes
Yes.
20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that hurts him a lot.
You know what? I'm gonna share the pain on that since he's one of our more squishy friends. I'm gonna cast it up too at 5th level. so it can theoretically do more damage to the tentacle that attacked him.
All right.
Above game, ignore that. I forgot to roll hit dice when we leveled up.
So it needs to make a con saving throw, or it's going to take 10 damage. And Talat only takes 10.
Which is good, because that 20 point of damage may have been half his health.
Feeling, considering, you know, he is a mage.
Let's see, just to double check real quick. It's out of curiosity. Go ahead and roll the damage for that cloud kill for me, though.
Okay. That was okay. Give me a second. I have to press it. This doesn't want. Unless actually, I'm not sure if it's programmed for. Okay, so then how many d6? Do 5d8. Okay. Do. So that did 18.
All right. You do see it. It looks like the poison is etching the soul monger.
Oh.
Well, you don't say.
That's interesting.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Well, then I should also do a quick con save for him because it is a concentration spell. Because it should keep doing that damage if it's going to hover there.
Yep.
So
DC 10 because of the damage.
Yeah. 17. He keeps it up.
He maintains concentration. Well done.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And does the tentacle make the con save for the share the pain?
Yes.
Okay.
The point is
At
Talad's
least
still
I
up.
Yeah. I cut Talad's damage. That was the whole point. It just would have been nice to have that damage too.
Points at Tyrant Bane, Lucano, and Zal. I think we're good for those tentacles.
All right. Next up is Lucanu.
Yep, speaking of, she's going to get all the way over to here to the second bone alcove that we emptied. And is going to fire on the nearest tentacle. So that's 4 attacks with her short bow. Give me a second to get to her sheet.
All right.
11.
Let's see.
Worked for
11
Zal.
misses.
Well, that was on the big baby. 18.
Oh, I see.
18 will hit.
Okay, so that's 13 damage.
13. Let me just double check this resistances. Capacity. All right, so 13.
And then the next one is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's a 14.
For 14. Still up.
And a 19 to hit.
That'll also hit.
And so that's another 13.
Yeah, with the 3 arrows, you managed to... Lucanu just rain a hail of arrows upon the tentacle that attacked Claude, and the tentacle just slumps. And actually manages to shear off and drops into the lava.
That's my girl.
Alright, so let me just go ahead and I draw a big old red X upon that tentacle.
All right.
Alright,
that's it
Enoch,
for her.
it's your turn.
All right, well, since luckily we're in a giant 3D space and we have a hovering baby, Enoch is going to put this 20-foot radius thing under it so it does not hit Dan or Tyrant Bane or Zeno. And he is going to cast one of my 2 new spells. Synaptic Static. So this thing needs to make an intelligence saving throw. And since we know it can speak, we know it's not got an intelligence lower than 2.
Alright, intelligence saving throw.
So give me a second here. I need to write this down. DC 16.
It fails.
Groovy. So, roll. Do... No, front button. 8d6. So it takes 34 psychic damage, and at the anytime it makes an attack, ability check, or a Constitution saving throw for concentration, it has a 1d6 negative.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I couldn't get the tentacles with it. It was either hit the baby or hit the tentacles, so I went with baby.
Yep, hit the baby.
Alright.
Fair.
Next up is Rue.
Alright, well, these people are getting some little smacked around. It's time to get windy.
Windy Rue.
Alright. And I'll do the 90 after that. For safety's sake, we'll still go ahead and hover over the bridge. But... Alright, we're gonna do 2 slam attacks.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, boy howdy. You know what, I'll use an inspiration on that first one.
Alright.
Alright, and that's gonna be... I think I would remember what plus that is. It's plus 8... Yes, plus 8.
Alright, yep, those will both hit.
Cool. Did the 2d8 plus 5.
And these are considered magical.
They are. So 10 and 19.
So 10 and 19 for a total of 29 points of damage. Alright, anything else for your turn?
I'll hold on to my key points for the time being. No, that'll be it for me.
Alright. It's going to use a legendary action to reach out and touch you.
Reach out and touch me.
Does a 13
I
hit?
think it's the same thing.
Nope.
Alright. That is it for his legendary action. And now it's the Atropol's turn. It's... Oh, that's right. Checking the abilities here. Alright, so... It will... It's actually gonna look at you, Rue. And you see one of its atrophy hands begin to dangle from it as a black current begins to swarm around you. And you feel your strength getting drained. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Interesting. Okay. 20.
Alright, good. So you're only gonna take half of this.
Okay. What type of damage is it?
This is necrotic damage.
Alright.
Hey, it's stealing my bit.
6, 7, 8. Oh no! It's D8s, not D6s.
Hopefully air elementals have a lot of HP.
Oh, they do. I'm tanky.
So you take, let's see, that's 49. You take 24 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
As you see, it seems like it manages to perk itself up a little bit from that. And that is its turn. It's now Orvex.
It'll be fascinating if he does anything to him. He is going to shoot. Hand crossbow, Hibberski. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Alright, and then he gets sneak attack since I am next to him. So he does 10 damage.
Alright. Everybody on the ledge, you see Orvex shoot the arrow. It connects in the back of the head, but it doesn't even flinch. It had no effect on him.
Didn't think so. Maybe I should have just gone for a tentacle. Anyway, bonus action reload. I'm just gonna duck back here. That's it for him.
Alright. Next up is Elise.
All right. Please takes a nice big deep breath. Gonna go ahead and put myself in this nice little corner just to stay out of harm's way. And ladies and gentlemen, it's magic weapon time. And I'm gonna roll some sharpshooter shots at this thing, and I believe I get Colossus Slayer if it hits because he's taking damage.
Correct. Roll the hit.
12.
12 hits. Roll all the damage.
Alright, so that's gonna be 19 piercing. Oh, technically it was 13 because of the +1 from magic weapon, but 19 piercing plus 7 Colossus Slayer damage, and I'm going to use a arcane shot and use grasping shot.
All right. Could you link that for viewing, please?
It's a lot of text, but so when this arrow strikes its target, conjuration match creates grasping poisonous brambles which wrap around the target. The creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 poison damage. Its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage on the first time on each turn it moves 1 foot or more without teleporting.
All right.
So it's going to. So we'll roll this real quick. I'll just bankroll it. So it's gonna take 8 poison damage on contact.
All right. All right.
But wait, there's more. And second sharpshooter shot.
All right.
23.
That absolutely hits.
24 piercing damage, or 25.
All right.
And you know what? Just because I'm feeling ballsy, action surge.
All right. Just a sec while I do the math here. Let's see. So. All right. Bring it on, Billy Mays.
10.
Hits.
All right. So ignore the +2. That's 25 piercing. Technically, I keep forgetting the +1, so it would have been 11.
Mm-hmm.
And last shot is a 15.
15 will hit.
And that's another 25 damage.
Yeah, this creature's starting to look pretty rough.
And they say rangers are a bad class.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you certainly figured out how the Rubicon works.
Yeah, you cross it. Then you don't go back.
He did.
And-
He did cross it, but he's not going back.
And Elisa, just as fraction, is gonna yell out, "Hit it with everything you've got," and I'm gonna end turn.
All right. Next up is... Let's see. It does not like how hard it hit you with that. So it's going to spend 2 legendary actions, and it's going to cast its Ray of Cold at you. Release.
Con save, or is that a to hit?
That's a to hit. That's a 23 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh. 25 points of cold damage.
That's alright, I can take it.
You can finish what you're doing, but I'm gonna activate my sentinel.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
You get 1 attack.
I'm gonna do it. Natural 20!
Oh, hot damn!
Windy-Roo is striking hard and true.
This is gonna be 2d8 plus 8. Actually, no, it's just, 2d8 plus 8.
Plus max, so that's 16 plus 12 is 28 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that will conclude the legendary action and subsequent sentinel hit. Next up is Yuki.
Yuki's gonna do a mad dash all the way up to here in preparation for barking at it to give someone advantage on her next turn.
All right.
Also, I need to roll a concentration check for magic weapon.
Yep. So that's 25. So that would be a DC 12.
Alright. We're good.
Yep. You still have magic weapon up. Tyrant Bane, it's your turn.
With a mighty bellow, he's gonna jump onto the. He's gonna jump onto the stone bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Move here, and just do the mightiest swing he possibly can with his sword.
All right.
Does
That
he have
is
flanking?
You would have flanking, yes.
I also have the dog.
Yes. So a 14 will hit.
Sweet. Third level, max level smite on this, by the way.
Okay.
Which is third. So that's gonna be 19 plus. I think it's
5D.
68
It's also
if he's undead.
Yeah, he is undead.
Oh.
He looks it. He looked like the kind of feller who would be undead.
Mm-hmm.
No.
15.
So 19 plus 15 for a total of
That would be 34.
All right.
And then swing again. Flanking go. This will be nat 20. Totally max level smite on this.
Yes!
Rip this baby! I'm not even getting my moonbeam out, I bet.
If I get a second attack, I'm sorry.
So, once again, this, but it's all maxed.
Yeah. So plus that's 48 on that.
Yeah, that's 48
So 24
radiant
40,
plus.
that's 72. Holy shit. Rabbit,
Yep.
how do you want to do this?
He's going to grab his sword with both hands, and just his eyes are gonna flare with golden light, and when he holds it back, there's gonna be a flail snail behind it, and he's going to swing the sword just down and up in a massive like crescent arc of golden energy with fire.
And as you go
with Unk just going to town on its body.
And as you go to deal a killing blow on this creature, it lets out a massive wail. And I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Let me get the player.
Well, here's. Give me a sec.
I'm gonna use my new inspiration for that one. There we go.
Oh no!
Oh, Talad, you're probably dead.
That's a lot better.
All right.
Oh, whoops. I hit the wrong button.
All right.
Save.
Let's do a con for Zal first.
Oh, Lucano.
Yuki.
Just gotta change some things real quick.
So,
20 for Zal. Let's do one
I
for
did even worse than
Guasha.
everyone, but I have an
Oh, no.
inspiration.
You do.
yep.
You absolutely use it.
Kawasha has an 18.
So, for everybody that rolled a 19 or greater, you pass.
Nope.
Everyone that fails, you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
The poor girl. She
Oh.
exhausted.
As the Atropol plummets into the lava, a silence hangs in the air as
Oh.
Oh no.
a skeletal figure wrapped in moldering robes and clutching a skull-tipped staff appears on the southern balcony. Hateful pinpricks of white light burn within its eye sockets, and a 2-foot diameter sphere of utter darkness floats in the air beside it. As you see, where is it? I have just added it for the specific location.
The man of the hour.
It's the guy on the book!
Specifically,
Here comes the boy. Oh, he looks cool.
He looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, you could tell that this was like final boss.
Mm-hmm.
and artwork graciously provided by that art jack.
Yay!
Yo.
As if there were any doubt. Because only he could make something this creepy and this badass.
He's going to roll initiative. Alright, just gotta add him to the initiative order. Insolent mortals. You will pay for what you've done. So you rolled a 17. Let's see, so that puts him right down here. Alright, so that was Tyrant Bait's turn. Dan, it's now your turn.
First things first. I got my invisibility off, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, first things first, gonna move over to here. And I'm gonna ask for Moa's console here. Moa, I'm going to place a moonbeam. Should I attack the soulmonger to free the souls first, or should I lay it down on a Serac here?
As you go to say that, and as a Serac enters the fray, every single one of you who is currently in possession of the trickster gods of Omu simultaneously cry out in anger, and you feel the largest gorge of hatred rising within all of you. And specifically, everybody who is in current possession of a trickster god, you gain the bodily benefits. Everybody at the start of their turns gains 50 temporary hit points, including you right now, Dan.
Ooh.
Additionally, whenever you hit with a spell attack roll, or whenever you hit with an attack roll, you deal an additional 3d6 of psychic damage to the target.
Ooh.
So does that include my spells?
Yes.
It's if it's a spell attack,
This got
though.
even funnier.
Okay, so
It's
extra
any
3d6.
attack, whether
Okay.
it's melee or spell attack.
So that's all of us that have a god possessed by us, right? Or is it just specific ones?
Yes.
All right.
Then Dan's going to smile. Message received. And he will pop out of invisibility while casting his most powerful moonbeam yet. And I'd like to flavor this. He will shout, top of his lungs, Trabum Lune! And the moon, the angry moon that has appeared so many times, looks even fiercer. Its eyes glowing blood red, energy shooting off of it, screaming a low bellow as it appears above a Sirak. Enough where people can still hit him. He needs to make a con saving throw or take. See, that's
40.
40 damage, not including the additional.
I was gonna say, roll the additional just so we can see.
What was it again?
3d8.
Specifically, whenever,
3d8.
just to elaborate, double check. Sirak. When he appears. Yeah, whenever the character makes an attack roll against a Sirak, it hits, so it does not apply for dex saving throws.
So chaos
Oh.
bolts and other things that have to hit his AC. That's a spell attack
Yeah.
roll.
Yes.
Okay.
He passes, so he takes 20 points of damage.
Damn. Hey, that's still radiant damage. And he's an undead spellcaster, so... And you know what? As a bonus action, I've got all my jinxes. We're gonna follow it up with Silentium. And make a cartoonish zipper appear on his mouth and shut him the fuck up until my next turn.
This is actually
All
unfortunate.
right.
I can't hit him. Oh no!
Quick, stand on me. Wait, no, you're bigger than me. Let me stand on you.
No,
All
I
right.
can't hit him as Wimdy.
Oh, okay.
And I believe that'll be it.
All right. Next up will be Kawasha.
Oh, I was gonna have Kawasha cast Barkskin. We are still gonna have him cast Barkskin.
All right.
He'll need that. I don't think there's anything else he could do, so bada bing. Because I think Barkskin takes an action, right? Let me read
Yes.
that. Yep, it takes an action. So yeah, Barkskin the fuck up.
All right, Zeta, what do you do?
He made the mistake of not being around anybody. 5th level Chaos Bolt because of what you told us.
As you go to say that, without even as much as opening his mouth, not that he could anyway, he stares at you. And he counterspells your Chaos Bolt.
Oh snap!
I'm gonna counterspell that counterspell. I still have a reaction.
You are more than 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
Oh wait, you're right, I'm too far away, I apologize.
Yeah, you cannot. You're too far out of range.
Never
Did I
mind.
counterspell his counterspell?
What?
He's zippered up. He can still counterspell?
Yeah, if I was a bolt.
Yeah, he even said.
Oh shit, okay.
Liches are bullshit casters, man.
No,
Oh, I
counterspell is
getcha.
pure somatic.
Especially
it
he was
doesn't
like a
have verbal.
Sirak. I would argue that you cannot counterspell while you're in the middle of spell casting. Even though it is a reaction. You're spending all of your effort for your action to cast it.
Well, that's fine. I took away one of his counterspell. Let's just fucking go with that.
Still a victory.
Alright.
Take the good from the bad, you know?
Next up is
Well-
Zal.
Real quick.
Unless you want to do anything else, I don't.
You can't hit me, I'm over here.
All right. Next up is Zal.
Zal, huh? Let's see. I'm gonna have Zal do. He's not down here. I don't think Zal could attack him. I'm gonna
Sure.
have Zal hold his action.
All right.
That's what I think that'll be best. Have him move up a little bit behind Rue.
Like on the
he'll
platform here.
yeah, like on the platform. Yeah, just back her up.
All right.
Hold action. If he gets close, Zal flap him.
All right.
Well, considering we have the gods currently, like, super mad, let me just double check one thing of what is in action. Okay, so, despite very much needing to, you know, probably put on mage armor, he has an angry god in his head, so Talad's going to move towards where the bridge starts, and he's going to specifically unleash Wongo's might on him, and so he needs to make a DC 16 Wisdom save or become stunned until the end of Talad's next turn.
All right.
And it's not a spell effect.
He passes.
Damn. Well, that's all Talad can really do.
All right. Next up is Ukanu.
Oh yeah, she's going to literally use all of her movement to dash. She is preparing to hit this guy with her sword.
All right.
So let's just double check what her movement speed is, which I believe should be 30 unless she has any kind of weird
5,
boost.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We'll put her right there.
Okay. And she's just got her sword out, so she needs one more 5 foot, but then she is ready to just bury her sword into this guy.
And she also has 50 temporary HP on top of that, so...
Which is good. Oh, I forgot about that for Talad. So Talad's actually looking really good. He doesn't have to worry about mage armor for at least a second.
Oh, yeah. All right, so, Enoch, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that the tentacles are still moving for the Soulmonger.
Yes.
Well, Enoch realizes that everyone's going to be dogpiling onto him, but he also figures that this big soul thing is probably important to him. So you're going to see Enoch get shrouded in his nanites as they create this giant electrically spewing domed ball as I activate my Mystic Arcanum spell.
Oh my god,
Huh?
Enoch's doing a Kamehameha.
No, Tasha's otherworldly guise, specifically the lower planes. When I cast the spell, I now gain immunity to fire as well as poison damage, so he can fly up into the cloud kill that's still above this thing, hurting the Soulmonger. His weapon attacks become magical. He has a +2 to AC, giving him 21, and he can attack twice.
Nice.
Ooh.
So he's just going to start swinging his rapier at the Soulmonger itself.
All right.
So, That's a 22.
All right, 22 on the Soulmonger?
Yes.
Yes, that'll hit.
For 12 magical piercing, I should say.
All right, 12 magical piercing.
And I'm going to do it again.
All right.
For 18.
For an 18. Double check.
By the way, above game, I just want to mention this first level of exhaustion. What does that do for us specifically? I think
Ability
it's disadvantage
checks.
on ability checks, right?
Yes. Specifically for skill checks. And yeah, an 18 will hit, Enoch.
For another 10 magical piercing on this thing.
All right.
And let's see here. Do I have anything for my bonus action? Wait, so no, my bonus action was probably this. Yep. So that's it for Enoch right now. Next turn, things will get fun.
All right. Well, Let's see. You see a Sirak. Turn and look over towards Lucanu. Let's see. And you just see his eyes just... The rifle pinpricks of his eyes just narrow slightly. As I need Lucanu to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie, give me a second. So many fucking sheets. 11.
That's a failure.
Wait a
Lucanu
second.
was...
No, it's not, because twice a day indomitable.
Alright, reroll.
18.
Fails.
Oh shit.
Fucking hell,
Oh,
witches.
snap.
Lucanu is now frightened of a Sirak.
Wait a second. How close is Lucanu to me?
Oh! 10
that's
feet.
true.
So that's a
Oh.
I have a aura that
22.
makes it people can't be frightened, so...
Oh, damn. So she passes automatically.
And that means I also get back that indomitable.
Yeah.
Woo.
True. All right. Well, that's it for the end of your turn. Rue, it's now your turn.
This moonbeam is really, really upsetting.
I mean, I tried
Gosh.
to position it where you can still hit him.
If
I
I
tried-
touch it, she
Right.
she untransforms. Daggummit.
I'm gonna do a retcon here and actually a clarification. Because you're technically not a shapeshifter in regards to, like, say, the hags, I will say that your wild change is not under the effects of the moonbeam thing. Going forward. I should have elaborated that earlier, but you should be alright.
I'll take it. Okay. This is less upsetting now. Shwoo! We're gonna go ahead and do a hack and smack. Where's that roller? There you are. Roller! Dadgummit. There. That's 1. That's 2. So 25 and 24?
Those will both hit.
Cool.
So this is what, 5d8 for you? Because it's an attack.
2d8. And those are both +5, so 13 and 16.
So a total of 29.
And then we're gonna bonus action. I'm gonna use a key point for flurry of blows. So roll and roll. I assume that 10 misses.
Correct.
Okay, but I'm sure that 23 hits. So and then
As actually, without even putting in effort, actually you see without just squinting his eyes, a magical shield appears and blocks.
He can't. He
That's
used his
23.
reaction to counterspell earlier.
Oh, that's right.
True.
Never mind. Never
And
mind.
plus, don't forget to add in the psychic
Oh,
damage.
actually, right. Yes. So, oh
Right,
yeah,
so
that's
that-
right. You get the additional d6 damage. So, yeah, thank you for elaborating. Ah,
okay, so
You're
it was 3d6
yeah. So 3d6 per hit.
per hit. Okay, so that last one was also 8. It doesn't add on the 5.
Alright.
So 1, 2, 3.
So an additional 29 or 30 points of damage on that. Top of that.
Don't do this to
So
me right now.
3. And then. Let's see. So that was that, and then the additional damage from those d6s. So 3, that'll be 8 plus. Yeah, so I just have to add on another 8 for that. My apologies. right. And is that it for your turn?
That's it.
All right. As Acerak is going to use a legendary action. He's going to reach out and touch you with his hand.
Oh no, bad touch.
No.
That's a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Whew. All right. All right, so that will conclude his legendary action, and now it's Sirak's turn. Next up, let's see. What can he do for his special thing?
This is the scariest thing, a stat block that takes up 2 pages.
Yep.
Read carefully.
Hmm.
So while he's looking, my campaign thing is only on a black screen that says loading, and I don't know why. So I'm
No.
gonna try using a different browser. So just give me a second.
Oh yeah, no
Yeah.
problem.
Although, you know, on the plus side, Mil, I've cut out anything that has a verbal component in it, so I don't know how much that limits, but probably a good
A
chunk
lot.
Of it
He is
gone.
a lot. Liches all are wizards. You can't be a lich without a magic item, unless you're a wizard. So
Yeah.
especially because I think that thing in his hand might also take a command word.
I mean, I could be horribly wrong, but it reminds me very much of the Staff Orcus, but I think it's too small to be that.
I'm talking about the other thing. The thing that we were warned about earlier in this temple that's just floating in his
right.
hand.
Yeah, now that you mention it, that just occurred to me.
Now that you mention it, as a bonus action,
Why do we talk?
Why did you give him ideas?
I fired it up on Edge, and it seems to be working fine.
Yeah. You're back to Scoop Cat, but that's the only downside.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's easy fix.
Is it really a downside though?
No,
Yeah.
because we get to see Scoop Cat.
Scoop
Cat?
to lighten up the mood.
There you go. Some of you will die, but Scoop Cat will be there.
It's a sacrifice he is willing to make.
Absolutely.
yeah, he will wave his hands and he's going to send out the sphere at his side.
It's spherical.
The sphere of utter darkness. I have to double check. God, where's the stats for that thing in here?
You know, how is that affected in the moonbeam?
Oh, that's right. I have to roll for his con save, which he passes. So roll the damage, Dan.
Ah, yes. Let's see, how many was that again? I cast it at 6th
A lot.
level. Let's see, that's 4. That's 6. 6d10. 6. 10. Roll it. It'd be 32 cut in half, so 16. Unless he takes double from being undead, but I have no way of knowing that.
Yeah, vulnerabilities are not really a thing in 5e. They were like, we don't want to be 3-5.
I understand people have a shelf life of 2 minutes in 3.5.
baby thing had vulnerability to radiant, and I know some enemies do.
They're very rare, and I can actually say this now because we've been so far away from anything that involves plant life. There's only like maybe one plant in all of 5e that's actually vulnerable to fire.
That's so weird.
Because that's how that works.
I mean, if the plant is wet, I guess it makes sense, but
Actually, no, a good
otherwise-
chunk of them are also resistant to fire.
Alright, so he's going to, with his bonus action, send out the sphere. I need Rue and Tyrant Bane both be to make dexterity saving throws.
You get a +4.
Okay. That's the nat 1.
Oh,
That'll be just a
jeez.
failure.
Mine's a 15.
Alright, so Rue fails, Tyrant Bane passes. Rue, you take 31 points of force damage.
Underline.
Tyrant Bane, you take 12 points of force damage.
Color.
30, you said?
Yes. And actually, now that with even so much as a thought, he's gonna center it right here. On the Tyrant Bane, Rue, Lucanu, Yuki, and Zal all to make dexterity saving throws as he sets off a fireball.
What roll?
Toll.
Get a +4 again.
It's another nat 1!
That's a
Damn it.
5. I think Yuki's gonna go poof.
21
Oh,
from
I forgot to
Connor.
add... Shoot, I forgot to add my 50.
Actually, that'd be 9 with Tyrant Bane's +4, but that's still not enough to save her.
Yeah, don't forget the temporary HP for
Yeah.
the big.
Oh yeah,
units.
that's a 25 for Lucano actually.
Oh, you said Dex, right?
Yep.
Another Dex? Okay. 15.
All right, so what's this?
And then Zal, huh? Hold on a minute. I gotta reopen up all these. It's a thing.
Trust me, I
So,
feel
unfortunately, you all fail.
you. Even with a 25,
Oh, for 25? Who rolled 25?
Lucano
Oh.
because she's in Tyrant Bane's aura.
Yeah, actually, she does pass. So, yeah. So then everybody who fails takes 31 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Half to 15 on a save.
Yuki.
So how much is this?
31 points of fire damage.
31. Okay. I had to do math, so.
Sorry,
Luckily, you still have some temporary hit points.
didn't
Yes,
hear
I do.
that. Was I one of the ones that needed to roll for 2?
Ah, no, you're out of the range zone.
Let me see if Zal passed. Haha, fuck no, he didn't, buddy. All right, let's see. 31 right up. That's 31 right up your crack pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy has 50 temp
Definitely.
hit points.
Yep.
He does. All right.
All right. So that'll be it for his turn then. Or Vex.
Where are the tentacles? Are all of them still up?
Yep. Well, there's 3 of them that are still up.
Okay, he's gonna... That's probably where he's gonna actually be maybe useful. He's gonna... Is this one still attached right here?
Yes.
Cool. He's gonna go over there. And he's gonna make 2 short sword swings.
All right.
10,
10 will miss.
14.
14 also misses.
Dang it, you're useless. Alright. It's all for him.
You
All
stink!
right.
I'll make him bounce back at least. He can use his bonus action to go ahead and huff back away from
And-
the tentacle.
That is true, yeah.
Seeing as how Orvex attacked, that tentacle is actually going to reach out and smack him.
Reach out and touch me.
The tentacle in you.
That's 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits him.
So that's gonna be. Actually, instead of dealing damage, the tentacle grapples Orvex
Oh no.
Oh shit.
and lifts him up to 10 feet over to here,
Where's he at?
right there,
Okay.
and 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
I'm
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I did realize something that we forgot to do. Talad did not drop concentration on Cloud Kill, and the Soulmonger is taking poison damage for some reason.
All right. Yes. How much damage did he take this round?
Do. That's 22 poison.
All right. Good to know.
Yes.
All right, Elise, it's your turn.
Alright, seeing as how the Soulmonger's kind of handled. Right, well,
Is it?
Yeah, isn't.
I mean, it's been passively taking poison damage every turn.
Yes, but we also have one of our friends 10 feet in the air with a tentacle, and I'm
Oh,
the
it's
only one
fine.
actively hitting it.
Only Orvex.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake!
I want him to have his cow wife!
He has to live. We have plans.
So mean!
Alright, well, let's see. I'm gonna get right here,
Okay.
and I guess we'll go ahead and well, I got magic weapons still up. We'll go ahead and shoot at a Sirak.
All right.
Get a sharpshooter. 13.
Miss.
Alright. Soft 20.
Misses.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm gonna bonus action, second wind, since I took a nice chunky hit earlier.
All right.
So I'm gonna heal 10 HP.
All right.
And that'll be turn.
All right. Let's see. Just doing some math real quick here. Sirak is going to use a legendary action. Second first save is the first. He's going to drop a fireball in the same spot.
Oh jeez.
You suck. Everyone gets a +4.
Dadgummit! Ro, you are supposed to be dexterous!
23.
Question, Dan. How long does the jinx last? Is it the end of his
Until
turn or
my
is it-
next turn.
Okay.
And
We're gonna have Zal make his. I got a 23.
All right. 23
Zal-
will pass.
Zal gets an 18.
Fails.
Okay. Want this thing in the earth immediately.
All right. So
Also, I'm eating whatever damage that Rue takes.
All right. 25 points of fire damage out of the failure. 12 on the save.
All right, 12 on a save. Okay, so hold on. You're not taking any damage, Caitlin.
Okay.
I'm taking it.
Do it.
Okay, how much on a failed?
25.
Okay, so that's... Oh yeah, come at me. I can break these cuffs.
All right, that concludes the Cyrax legendary action. Tyrant Bane, it's your turn.
All right. Let's soldier into this spot and start fucking waylacing on him.
All right.
All right. To dust with you. That is a... I don't have anything that gives me advantage right now, do I?
Nope.
That's a 12 then.
Miss.
What? Fuck it, Caitlin. I'm getting my dice. This site sucks.
Bob also misses.
All right. Oh, you know what? Bonus action. I can crack him with my horns.
All right.
19.
Misses.
Jeez.
I'm getting my dice. Pester.
Wait, doesn't he get a plus or something with attacks, or was that only spell attacks from the gods?
Nope, that's only a bonus for damage if the attack hits.
Right.
Yes. Also, don't forget your 50 temporary hit points.
That I did remember.
Jesus.
I adjusted my
19.
sheet
Did he take a
accordingly.
page from my book? Ugh.
Also, Rabbit, heal yourself for 50. Remember your temporary hit
Temp
points.
HP.
Oh, it's gone.
Okay.
Well, you gave 50 temp HP back.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, it's at the start of each of your turns.
Oh,
Ooh,
I
God.
forgot that. So Locato's been fine for a while.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
good information.
Oh, okay. This changes up the board. This changes up the board, baby.
All right. And I assume that's it for your turn then, Tyrant Bane?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Cyrax is going to use the legendary action. He's going to reach out and do a paralyzing touch on you.
On me?
Yes.
Okay. What do I gotta roll for that?
That's a soft 20 to hit.
Okay, so that that matches my armor class.
All right. Actually, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I misread that. He actually rolled a 17. Never mind, that misses.
Ah, I smack his hand away.
Stop.
Get that
All
shit
right.
out of here.
Stop.
A small Holstein
it's your
cow goes.
turn.
What's that now?
That'll be it for his legendary action. Dan, it's your
Okay.
turn.
All right. Well, see, I got some debuffs I want to lay down, but I gotta get into distance for them. And since I have all this HP, I'm free to take some risks here. Dan's gonna fly in and paint a sigil in the air and cast Glyph of Misfortune. He needs to make a 16 charisma saving throw. Otherwise, I can roll a d20 when he makes an attack, ability check, or saving throw and replace it.
All right. It was a charisma save, you said?
Yes. And while he's
He
drawing the sigil-
chooses to succeed.
Yep, that's a
Fucker.
resistance burned.
All right, well, hey, that's resistance burn. Been cool to have that glyph, but it's fine. I'll accept he burned a resistance for it. And since nothing hit from me, then I can't place a jinx. So unfortunately, that's going to be my turn.
All right. Next up is Kawasha.
He's gonna bonus action cast Shillelagh on his staff, and he's gonna run up and he's gonna thwap the absolute bejeezel out of that tentacle that's grabbing Orvex.
All right. Roll the hit.
All right. I gotta find out what his spell casting thing is real fast. You can use your spell casting ability instead of strength. Okay, so your
That's
spell
wisdom
casting
for him.
abilities. Ah, thank you. So it's just a +2. Okay.
This man has not leveled in the time we've known him.
Oh, he's seen us kill like you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's an 11.
It's actually kind of sad that he has.
11 will miss.
Look at Dragon Quest slime somehow being in the final boss's dungeon. Anyway, pass turn.
Should he have gotten levels? Maybe. Did he? No.
God no.
I argued
I don't think
for
he
it.
has another tag, so no. Well, at least you fought for it. At least you swung for the fences. All right. Yeah. No. That's it. That's it.
All right. Well, let's see.
It is me. I am next.
Actually, what's the die bonus for a 20th level spellcaster again? How many dice is that? Let's see.
I am sorry.
He is on the cover of one of the books. Us fighting him is scary.
Ah, okay. Yeah. No, that's true. That's true.
Damn it, we went into the RPG without doing the off-screen grinding. I knew we should have done that.
You should have fought a bunch of plants in the jungle first. That's all.
I can't believe this dude took a page out of my book. Why play the game when you can win?
Drago, we should have done this, or we're grinding in the Hades Cup again.
Damn it, you're right. We have to go to. We should have gone back to Port Yanzaru and done the dinosaur thing. Maybe that would have helped.
That's wait. So, Dan. After a little bit, Serac is going to use another legendary action. Cute trick. Let me show you how a real wizard does it. As he waves his staff and he's going to throw a ray of frost at you.
Counterspell that, because now I'm in range for it.
You're going to counterspell a cantrip?
Oh wait, that's right. I'm sorry. I thought it was a different spell. Yeah, no. I could be a shit about it, but nah. I'll take it. That's fine.
I'm just saying he's throwing out 2 fireballs. Pick your battles, man.
That's
fair.
19 to hit.
Yeah, that'd probably hit me.
So you take... There it is.
Thinking of what
I
the,
feel self-conscious. I can't
baby
find
was
my dice.
Wow. Pitiful. You take 9 points of cold damage.
Ow.
And your
Ooh.
speed's reduced by 10 feet.
Okay. I'm on a broom, so how does that work exactly? Because, like, the broom can move me 50 feet, but I myself can only move 30 on ground, so, like...
It typically is referring to natural speeds. Your broom is an item.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Fair
It will-
enough.
It
So
may
then it
slow
doesn't-
you, but not your Segway.
It's true. You may have slowed me down, but I have a magic item that says, fuck you, Serac, and your stupid cantrip.
Just Dan smugly staring at a Serac while he's just on a Segway in midair going...
Actually,
Yeah.
Dan does have a response to that. Cute. You know, that was a little chilly, and he'll brush himself off. Slowly, because of the debuff.
Alright. Well, unfortunately, because it is getting kind of late, I think this is actually a good place to leave off for our session for tonight. At the top of the round, we will pick this up next week.
Ah, yes, fighting freeze frame.
Oh,
Also, holy shit, where did the time go? I was too
Right?
into that fight.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
oh my
gracious.
god.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that did not feel like 3 hours.
Ow.
I mean, you fought a Nikenloth, Demon Fly,
A baby.
cast off spawn of a god, and now you're fighting the ultimate badass Lich.
Yay!
It's not Vecna
Everybody
at all.
remember what they have and what they're doing.
I remember
Yes.
that
Get
next.
everything.
I should keep a note of my... But it, our temp HP refreshes every round, right? On our
Yes.
turn?
Yeah, so...
Mhm.
Though, I should also point out one last thing before we leave. He hits you. That's a con check.
Mm-hmm.
but he only did 9 damage.
So DC 10.
I'll roll that real quick. And con. Well, that's a 4, so it would have worked.
Yep, so the moonbeam's gone.
Best moonbeam.
Okay, well, let's start with the wrap-up, because I know people have places they have to be. And I want to thank everybody for coming into what I was not prepared to be this tough of a session. So, Caitlin, where can they find you?
Hello, I'm CaitlinC37. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at CaitlinC37, where I do art. Commissions are open, pretty much empty, really. So if anybody wants any paintings, let me know. Find all my information on there. The places that I said.
Yes.
That's it for me.
Alrighty, Milla, where can they find you?
Well, you can't find me DMing for this lovely group of nerds. You can find me on my Twitter at MillaNinjaNerd. You can also find me where I occasionally stream at twitch.tv/MillaNinja. Tomorrow night probably will be a continuation of my Pokemon Violet Generational Nuzlocke. Last session was horrific because we lost our starter as well as one of our other prized Pokemon, but it's okay. We can continue on, probably. And you can also find me Monday nights at twitch.tv/LeJake while we play in Trials of Edo's Tyranny of Dragons as we're going through an adaptation of Heart of the Dragon Queen. The party has now realized the identity of the raiders who attacked Veravasi, a dragon cult as it were. But what business do they have raiding towns? And will they be able to find a mysterious person who they were sent to look for? Tune in then and find out. That's it for me.
Alrighty, DeLuna, where can they find you?
When I'm not sick, you can find me on Twitter at DLuna1338 and on everywhere else at DLuna13. Next week, hopefully, if everything goes well, I will be doing my first stream in a long time. So follow my Twitter and I'll say when we're going to be doing that.
Alrighty, Chaco, where can they find you?
Hi, you can find me here on Tuesdays playing Elise. You can find me over on Sundays for Power Ranger Cyber Strike at twitch.tv/TwitchThePerson, where I play our Red Ranger, Marika Hammond. If all goes as planned, we should be resuming play this coming Sunday, so go ahead and stay tuned to Twitter for any possible updates. And aside from that, you can find me on Twitter at ChocoZombie101.
Alrighty. Draco, where can they find you?
Find me on YouTube as Draco Magnius, on Twitter at DMagnius, and here on Twitch as Draco_Magnius. I stream Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays at 10 p.m. East Standard Time. Thursdays is 9:30 East Standard Time, the slight variant. We will not be doing Odyssey Rhapsody of Flame this Thursday. One of my players had a vacation they were going on before we started, so we're just skipping this week, and next week we're going to get right back into it. Wednesday, I'm going through Minish Cap. We weren't able to find that third element in the temple for some reason. The Sky People took it, I guess. So now we're going to return a book to theoretically try and get to the next element. On Friday, we're doing Kingdom Hearts Final Mix Proud Mode with DeLuna. We're just about at the end of the game. We've got one secret boss we got to beat, the Unknown, that we might just skip over depending on how difficult it is. And then we're finishing the game, probably. And next Monday, I might have something as well, if everything goes according to plan.
Ooh, sounds good. Rabbit, where can they find you?
Hey, how you doing? My name's Rabbit. I'm a writer. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube at Hey Mr. Rabbit. You can go ahead and see me stream. I'm a variety streamer. I stream throughout the week. My two wheelhouses are RPGs and horror games mostly. Thursday we're going to be doing some more horror stuff with me, Groove, and Sarah, so come on down. It'll be an absolute roppin' boppin' time.
All right, that sounds good. And firstly, before I say where you can find me, because you already found me, I want to thank everybody who came out and made C4 such a success. I was not prepared for all of the love and support we got for that stream for our latest miniseries. I also wasn't prepared for myself to peak all my good luck in the new year on the first day, when somehow that video got over 100 views in 24 hours.
Nice, dude. Congrats.
Ow.
Yeah, it can literally only go downhill from here. But still, I am thankful for all of that. And if you want to find out more about our rest of our games, please follow me on Twitter and YouTube over at Burnout Vaughn. It's all easy to find. And now it's time for me to quickly do our quote of the session before I pick up on our raid, which surprisingly once goes to Enoch for, excuse me guys, getting rid of a demon.
Would that be work for our raid session for tonight?
Yeah, sure. Getting rid of a demon. That sounds good. And let's take this on over to one Caitlin Elizabeth, aka, let me make sure I'm typing this right, Boobs McBallrog. Yep.
With zeros instead of O's.
I do know that. I do know that.
Okay.
Because Twitch hates boobs.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
But
Can't
yeah.
stand them.
Thank you for coming out, guys. And remember, our raid message is going to be getting rid of a demon. We hope to see you next week for what might be the conclusion of Chult personality. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, we have one or two
Yeah.
left, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, if it does end next week, we end up on a clean 55 episodes. So let's see what happens.
Wow.
Nice.
Right?
Unless we decide to do post game content.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we do technically have wrap up.
Yeah, we have wrap up. We also have that one job where could you handle some pirates that we were just like, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
Yeah.
do that job and just decimate a whole crew of pirates.
All right. Well, remember, we're getting rid of demons, and we want to see you all next week. Thank you all for your love and support, and thank you all for following us into the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye bye.